What's going on, guys? Top 1% of players here, and today we're here with the updated Spongecord 2026 power scaling. A lot has happened this 2026, and first off, we're going to start with Andrew Howell. Okay, earlier he had the breaker incident, which I definitely think scaled him down, but there's been a lot of speculation that Andrew is apparently going to say a slur. And me personally, I think him saying a slur upscales him, but I haven't heard the slur yet. So for that reason, I'm going to have to put Andrew in small particle level. All right, next we have Jake Hickox. And as you guys know, a while back ago, we had the Jake Snake incident where he died to a snake. And there's been a lot of rumors that that was intentional. And I don't know. Those rumors have yet to be proven. I've personally talked to his goons. They have not approved this rumor at all. And for that reason, we're probably going to have to scale Jake down to medium transcendent being. Okay? So we knock him down a tier. I think he'll get back. He'll probably get some more offers and move back up to high transcendent being. All right, next we have Grant Packwood. All right. And a lot of people have been talking good about him recently because he showed up to the end of January Spuncord meetup, which I do think is good for him. But recently, something that he's been lacking is being deafened in call. Like, as we all know, Spuncord 2025 was Grant Deafened Prime, but recently I just haven't been seeing enough time on Deafened for him. And I really don't like that. He was putting up insane numbers back in 25, but right now we're kind of lacking. It is the beginning of the year, so I'll give him some wiggle room, but because of that, I'm going to put him in small city level. All right, next we have a very controversial person right now, Luke Van Zera. All right, a lot of people have been in kind of turmoil since the end of January Spuncord meetup, and a lot of people were mad that he didn't show up to the morning Waffle House meetup and that he said he'll be there in 3 minutes. Okay, so a lot of people are bringing him down to small ant level because of this. But one case I will make for Luke Van Zera is that he did pull up for a lab in 0-degree weather, which I think is an amazing feat for him. All right. I do think the not showing up to Waffle House anti feat does kind of balance out with the 0-degree weather lab, but he did have the LARPing notebook incident, which I definitely think kind of scales him a little down. The 0-degree weather was an amazing feat for him, but because of the LARPing, I'm going to have to put him a medium ant level. Next up is Ray Olsen, and I think this year Ray Olsen has had a pretty decent year. He had that feat earlier back where he beat Luke Van Zera 40-3. I think that was an amazing feat. And he also pulled up to the morning Waffle House session during the end of January. But there are rumors that Ray Olsen has been sending ooey TikToks, which I definitely think is an anti-feat because that meme is just complete trash. Because of those two feats, I'm going to have to put Ray Olsen in medium country level. All right, now we have a very underrated Spuncord member, and that is Danny Van Zera. All right, a lot of people don't know about Danny Van Zera, but recently he's been kind of rising to the top because of his mushroom etouffee. All right, I've heard a lot of good things about this mushroom etouffee, and it sounds amazing. All right, he doesn't really have any other feats, like nothing really to put him all the way up there, but because of the mushroom etouffee, we're going to have to put Danny Van Zura into medium moon level. All right, next we have an also very controversial Spuncord character, and that is Landon Cook. Okay, at the beginning of the year, he was absolutely buffed like crazy because of the Jack bet. He won the Jack bet, and a lot of people thought this was unfair, being able to erase any bit except the hat photo. And the devs said they're trying to work on nerfing it, but nothing has been done so far. And he also recently had a very big feat, which was the parking tech at the end of January Spuncord Waffle House event. He had some amazing parking tech there, and that just got rid of all his parking anti-feats. So, because of the jack bet and the parking tech, Landon will have to go large planet level. Okay, next is arguably one of the undisputed goats of Spuncord, which is Mr. Howard himself. All right, Mr. Howard hasn't really had any notable feats this year, so I think we're going to keep him at high hyperversal level. All right. Maybe if he works on some stuff, apparently he might have some upcoming feats, but we're going to keep him at high hyperversal. And finally, we have Jack Stalemark. Okay? And Jack this year hasn't had any crazy moments. There was that very close call in the end of January Waffle House session where he almost did not finish his food. And he also ordered a chocolate peanut butter waffle, put syrup on the waffle, and put butter on that waffle, which I think is pretty atrocious. You're just eating a pile of slop at that point, and he had it with a Mr. Pibb. So honestly, I think that kind of downscales him a little bit, but not a lot. All right. So we're going to put Jack at small continent level. We could argue for medium continent, but small continent level for Jack Stalemark.